Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to see everyone here. I am Rosa Rodriguez, the ARC Westchester's president. And on behalf of the ARC Westchester Board of Directors, I'd like to welcome you to our 30th Annual Employer Recognition Breakfast. It gives me great pleasure to recognize the member of the chapter and foundation board who said they would be joining us this morning. Elaine Maskett, Steve Maskett, if you don't mind standing up so everybody could see you, Catherine Conroy, Jack Corrigan, Larry Waterhouse, Rudy Lagar, Daphne Dadino, Ann Majak, Kyle Cahill, Robert Picone, Abby Rubin, and Bill Haley. We are once again very grateful for this year's event sponsors, Regeneron, Jackson Lewis, Tommy Cares, and the Minds Press. And a special thanks to By the Way Bakery for the delicious cookies at each seat, and to Dan & Yogurt for the delicious yogurt, which everyone can pick one up on your way out. Thank you. At this time, it's my great honor, privilege, and a pleasure to invite the ARC Westchester's outgoing Executive Director, Rick Suarez, to the podium. After 35 years of transformational leadership, Rick is planning to retire in June. I promise you we tried to keep him, but it's not working out. But good things are on their way as well. This is truly a bittersweet moment for us all. It's hard to imagine the ARC Westchester without him. But his knowledge, passion, and intelligence can be felt across all the ARC's innovative programs and services, changing the way people with developmental disabilities learn in our schools, work in our local businesses, and live in your communities, or in our communities as well. Throughout his career, it has been important to Rick that families know that there are opportunities for fulfilling and rewarding careers for their sons and their daughters. And equally important, he wants businesses to be aware of the social and fiscal benefits of inclusionary workplaces. As Rick says, we can't change the world alone, but together we can design a future full of promises that extend through the entire arc of a life. Ladies and gentlemen, Rick Suarez.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. It was lovely. But it's an important day to us and to this organization for us to say thank you. So thank you, Rosa, and good morning to everybody. And I'd like to welcome you to our 30th Annual Employer Recognition Breakfast. And before I begin my brief remarks, I'd like to recognize some special guests in the audience. The Honorable Tim Idoni, Westchester County Clerk. Kathleen O'Connor, Commissioner of Westchester County Department of Parks and Recreation. Eileen Lelaire, Next for Autism, President. Eileen. Marcia Gordon, President and CEO of Westchester Business Council. Marcia was also our 2016 Share the Voice awardee. Larry Gottlieb, President and CEO, Economic Development Corporation. And Larry was our 2017 Share of Voice Award. The Honorable Mike Spano, Mayor of Yonkers. The Honorable Akeem Jamal, Deputy Mayor of Yonkers. And the Honorable Anthony Scarpino, Westchester County District Attorney. Thank you very much. I was reflecting back on the fact that this is our 30th breakfast. Our organization is much older than 30 years. Our very first breakfast was in a building in White Plains, some of you may know, on 121 Westmoreland Avenue, in our cafeteria, and we had 3 employers. Today, we have over 250 employers. In 30 years, we've made a remarkable difference. So what an incredible community we have here in Westchester. And we're proud to salute you employers who exemplify a commitment to inclusion in the workplace through the development of meaningful employment opportunities for individuals with autism and other developmental disabilities. And you, employees who continue to make us proud of our success on the job. I also look to you, potential employers, with the hope that you leave here today with an increased awareness of the many business benefits of hiring the ARC Westchester's individuals in your place of business. It is now my pleasure to introduce this morning's film, Making Sense for Business. This was produced by Star Films, and we did share it last year, but it's so powerful, we wish to share it again. Please enjoy the film.
I could go on and on and on, like the time we closed the office and you know what, Joey showed up in 12 inches of snow for work. And I got a phone call at home from one of my most dependable employee. He's never missed a day in 20 years. He came in 12 inches of snow and called me at home and he said, Joey showed up at work. So he got here in 12 inches of snow. Him and the only other person is somebody that's never missed work in 20 years. So what does that tell you?
I had high expectations. You know, all of the expectations were met.
This is about doing something that makes sense for the workplace.
They do it exactly the way you explained to them.
She's very serious about the job that she does.
I see attention to detail, dedication to their job, focus.
They work 100% of their work time.
You have quotas that you have to meet, and they hit their numbers all the time.
What she does is very important to the patients.
They have staff members that rely on them every day.
Their overall attitude is infectious.
She is a wonderful team member.
Extremely reliable.
They're always on time.
She is here on time.
They're on time or early every day.
Their attendance is, I don't think they've missed any time.
They're constantly looking for ways to help other people.
They bring out the best in the people that are around them.
And it's so valuable and important for the rest of our employees.
Any day when you can go to work is a good day.
The employment program of the ARC of Westchester is unique and very directed towards making sure that we provide opportunities for people where they want to be in the workforce. The typical work environment for many years was a supermarket or a place of retail. However, we had a couple of folks approach us and say, I really want to work in an office. Jobs that challenge their skills so they learn more and actually become a valuable employee to that particular work environment.
For us at Jackson Lewis, this isn't about doing the right thing. This is about doing something that makes sense for the workplace, making it better, and at the same time, working with an organization like the ARC of Westchester to provide an opportunity for somebody that's going to come into the workplace and do an outstanding job. Joseph and Kyle have very quickly established their own identity as being extremely reliable. So they have staff members that rely on them every day to support them in their work. By introducing them into the workplace, what it has done is established examples for others as to how to do your work hard, but also have a light heart about what you do and how you treat others in the office, which in a law office is very valuable when the entire day could be so intense. To have this firm and this office associated with the ARC of Westchester is a tremendous honor. I have had staff members come to my office on many, many occasions and tell me that having Joseph and Kyle work in the office is the best decision that I ever made.
So at Northern Westchester Hospital, Shana is a very important part of the healthy dining department. And she helps in that kitchen to prepare food. And then when she goes up onto the patient care unit, she works with patient care associates and the nursing staff.
One of the things that's really interesting about Sheena is she's totally independent. She's taking orders for her meals and she's interacting with the patients on her own. This is something that probably would never have been thought of years ago, that somebody with a developmental disability would be able to really do a job and do it on their own without a lot of oversight. She is part of that hospital team.
We've had a great impact on Shana, and Shana has had a great impact on us. She knows her job really well, and she understands the seriousness of working in a hospital. and also the importance of it and the value that she provides to those patients.
So here's an environment that has been really great at supporting her, but supporting her to become totally independent and totally assimilate into the work area itself.
It's just so amazing to watch her work. She has a wonderful attitude. She has a spirit and a heart that is just so pure.
We're very proud of the work that we've been doing with technology internally here in our organization to help people to overcome their cognitive limitations. But I think the optical company takes us to a new level. And it's not just the reliability, but it's a desire to really challenge themselves to learn skills that in the past they wouldn't have.
You know, the work that Grant and Joseph do, once you give them a task to do and explain this is how I want you to do it, you know, the repeatability, which is any kind of manufacturing facility, if you can get repeatability, consistent repeatability, the more units you get out in a given day done correctly, that increases your bottom line. And nobody does it better than Grant and Joseph. And they hit their numbers all the time by way of their attention to detail, their focus. Anytime you can get an employee that will focus on the job that you give them, accomplish the goals that you set out for them, you can't ask for much more than that. They bring out the best, and the people that are around them, their overall attitude is infectious.
Anytime you have the chance to add somebody to your organization that can make the organization better, you should look for every opportunity, and there's an opportunity waiting at the ARC of Westchester.
The ARC of Westchester stands for providing an opportunity and a stage for every individual to have value in their lives, to be a citizen in their own community, to be an employee in their own community, and certainly to be able to show that as a person, they can live a dream. A special thanks to Jackson Lewis, ABB Optical, and Northern Westchester Hospital for participating in this film and being such great ambassadors for the ARC Westchester. And indeed, each one of you are great ambassadors. I want to share with you some highlights from the ARC Westchester Employment Services Program since the last year's breakfast, and provide a brief elevator pitch, if you will, of the features that differentiate our program from others. More than 600 individuals are currently in jobs, internships, and volunteer opportunities throughout Westchester County. We continue to maintain an employment rate for individuals with developmental disabilities of over 60% versus 33% throughout the nation. Over the last year, we placed 46 individuals in new jobs and added 12 new businesses. In our volunteer hours this year, we put in 58,000 volunteer hours with 380 individuals. And I just received a text last night from the Feed Westchester program. We're receiving an award from Feed Westchester. It used to be the food bank, if you don't recognize the name, for their Westchester Community Partner Hunger's Heroes Award. And the reason I'm mentioning it is because they threw out some statistics as well. They pointed out that our folks deliver backpacks to 19 agencies twice a month, totaling 26 backpacks delivered to more than 1,300 children in need every month within the county. Without us, some of these schools could not participate in the program. This is what differentiates and makes us part of the community, and how important we are to making our community important, making our community viable, and making your businesses worthwhile. So how do we do it? This success employment outcome is due in large part to two very important movements at the ARC Westchester. Number one, with the support from two generous grantors, we are in the third year of our partnership with UNC Teach Autism's program. UNC is University of North Carolina. This program enhances the quality of ARC Westchester's employment services through the use of evidence-based structured teaching, visual supports, and integrated learning approaches. This impact has been so powerful that this year we created the Promoting Independence Award to recognize an employment partnership where the UNC Teach tools are being used by employers to encourage greater independence at work. And we'll talk more about that later. The second thing that has been very helpful to us is our leading revolution in use of technology to level the playing field for individuals to work and live more independently. Often the key to success is having access to technology and the training needed to use it. The ARC Westchester is playing a leading role in providing both access and training for existing technologies. Tablets, smartphones, and wearable technologies are the key to increasing independence and success in the workplace. We are working with other ARCs and partners in the community, including Mercy College, who has been a very strong partner, and the Westchester Library System to find and test new technological solutions. And there'll be more information about that on our website. If you go to it, there is a button that says technology. And coming soon, in collaboration with the Westchester Library System, we will have a one-stop shop location for information on apps and their uses in promoting independence. So now we begin our awards and our 2018 Employer Recognition Awards. And this morning we have 9 individuals and or businesses who will be recognized for their outstanding employment partnerships with the ARC Westchester. So before I start, let's give them all a round of applause. Our first award today is a Share Voice Award, and to introduce this award this year, I invite Tibby Guzman, our Associate Executive Director, CEO, ARC Westchester, up to the podium.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Rick. Thank you very much for 35 years of incredible leadership. So I have to say that, because Rick is so important to the organization, and really happy to have him here in his last breakfast presentation. Again, Rick mentioned the Share the Voice Award. The Share the Voice Award is presented to an organization that supports the ARC Westchester's mission by encouraging community leaders and businesses to hire people trained, mentored, and coached by the ARC of Westchester Employment Program. On behalf of the ARC Westchester, I am truly honored to present Regeneron with the 2018 Share the Voice Award. Regeneron is a leading biotechnology company that invents life-transforming medicines for people with serious diseases. Founded and led for 30 years by Len Schleifer and a team of physician scientists, their unique ability to repeatedly and consistently translate science into medicine has led to 6 FDA-approved treatments and numerous product candidates in development, all of which are homegrown in their laboratories. As a flagship employer, Regeneron has been an ARC business partner since 2011. I especially would like to recognize Joanne Deo, former Vice President of Regeneron and now retired, and now succeeded by George Puth, who welcomed our people, recognized the business solutions they offered Regeneron, and integrated us to the Regeneron community. We are proud to partner with Regeneron, and we thank Regeneron for inspiring others to do the same. Accepting on behalf of Regeneron is Sally Paul. Sally is Senior Vice President of Human Resources at Regeneron. Sally joined Regeneron as Senior Vice President in 2016. Prior to Regeneron, Sally held senior leadership positions at Innova Health and Forest Laboratories. She received her Bachelor's of Science degree from the United States Air Force Academy and a Master's in International Relations from the University of Delaware. Please join me in welcoming Sally to the podium for some special remarks.
Tibby, thank you. There's Rick. Rick, thank you very much. So if I were Len Schleifer, I would start with a joke. But I'm not quite sure I have the same gift that he has, so instead I just brought my reading glasses so I can actually read what I wrote. My comments are going to be brief, but let me just start by saying how special an event this is. And on behalf of Regeneron's Board of Directors, of course, our CEO, Dr. Len Schleifer, who is our founder, and our founding scientist, Dr. George Yancopoulos, this is indeed a special honor to accept on their behalf, as well as that of our 6,600 employees that we have around the world. And I think it's especially meaningful this year when, as Rick mentioned, ARC is now recognizing its 30th breakfast for employers, and this is also coincidentally our 30th anniversary for Regeneron. We are proud to be a partner and to have provided this great opportunity for individuals that are coming to us as employees through ARC, and to help work with other local businesses in our community to encourage employers to do the same. And Rick, I think I would just say 250 is now the new standard, and let's see if next year we're at 350. No pressure. But as we have just heard, each of us in this room demonstrate the power of the village. We're creating a profound partnership, regardless of organization or affiliation, for the benefit of our community. And as Tibby mentioned, our job at Regeneron is to innovate new medicines that ultimately can be delivered to patients with unmet medical need. But we know that underlying our ability to innovate and to fulfill our great mission is to create an inclusive environment where the value of diversity can be fully realized. This is a value where each and every person, each and every one of our employees is able to make a meaningful contribution to our mission. We know that by providing individuals with developmental disabilities job opportunities, that Regeneron is not only getting great employees, but we're demonstrating to all of our stakeholders that our desire to create and maintain this special workplace is one where people can thrive personally and professionally, and we hope that this partnership endures for as many years to come as we can envision. I would also like to say that some of our employment practices, our entrepreneurial approach, have also garnered us a special place in the eyes of all of our employees, one where we're regarded as the #1 employer by organizations such as Science Magazine, and where our employers are able to speak to the fact that our environment and the fact that we bring in proactively diversity in every shape and venue allows us to thrive as a company. I'm actually particularly honored to be in your company today because each of you is making a huge difference, and I just hope that we're able to continue to grow the wonderful outcome of the mission that ARC is presenting for each of us. I'm also happy in my final comment to welcome Douglas and Marco and Daniel here today, 3 of our employees, and for Daniel particularly, who will be receiving his own honor a little bit later this morning. Thank you everyone for this special honor.
Before we go any further, it's my honor to introduce the Honorable Ken Jenkins, Deputy Westchester County Executive, to the podium for a few comments.
Good morning, everyone. It's certainly an honor and a privilege for me to be here this morning on behalf of County Executive George Latimer to bring you greetings on behalf of Westchester County. We have been a valuable partner to ARC of Westchester for many years, but more importantly, our county executive and our county board of legislators adopted something very recently to help level the playing field for everyone by banning salary history in the jobs that we have for Westchester County. So what that does is to help eliminate some of the barriers that have happened for when people have job opportunities and have their past salary history and deflating their earning potential. So with that particular thing, it is essential and it is so important that we've been able to move forward with that particular piece of legislation for all of the people in Westchester County. So it doesn't matter from, most of the people think about it from a gender perspective, but it affects everyone, whether it's from ethnicity, whether it's gender, or people with different abilities. So we want to make sure that we continue that kind of work with our county executive. Today, we certainly want to give congratulations to all of the honorees and recognize the 250 partners that are here in Westchester. And yes, Rick, there is no pressure to get that number up to 350 and beyond, because ARC has been a valuable partner for many of our businesses and make sure that Westchester works. So again, congratulations to all the honorees. We look forward to the continued partnership and have a great, great program. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jenkins, and we really appreciate the words and the sentiment of the county. They've always been great partners with us in many, many ways. So now, thank you to Regeneron, and thank you to Sally for those kind words as well. And our next award is the Bridge to Employment Award, and it's presented to employers who have provided internships or volunteer opportunities that teach employment skills. It gives me great pleasure to recognize Let's Play It Forward with the 2018 Bridge to Employment Award. And accepting the award today is Teresa Lombardo. Teresa? Let's Play It Forward is a rather unique organization in our community. It's a not-for-profit started by teens from Westchester County, and they collect and donate used sports equipment to children and organizations in need all over the globe, so that they can have the gear necessary to play the sports they love. The ARC Westchester's relationship with Let's Play It Forward began in 2016 with an internship opportunity for individuals in our pre-vocational program. They approached this opportunity with an open mind and great enthusiasm. The staff at Let's Play It Forward created an environment that fuels both excitement for learning new skills and tasks, as well as positive self-esteem. Our individuals have learned valuable skills such as working as a team, appropriate socialization in the workplace, and skills that will carry over to future employment, all while contributing to a great cause. But equally important to the skills learned have been the relationships developed within Let's Play It Forward team, especially with Teresa. Teresa has gone out of her way to teach our interns teamwork and treats each person as part of the Let's Play It Forward family. In addition to thanking Teresa, I'd like to also thank Tom Kalish, who has, of course, from Tommy Cares and the Tommy Cares Foundation, who has supported this organization for many years and also supports some of the cognitive technology efforts that we have been using in our organization. So thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Tom. Let's Play It Forward. Congratulations.
I'm truly honored to have Let's Play It Forward selected to receive this Bridge to Employment Award. I accept this honor on behalf of all of my hardworking volunteers from the Ann Manzi Center in Mount Kisco. Let's Play It Forward began in February 2012. It was started by a group of young men from Somers, New York. Its mission is to collect gently used sports equipment and donate to organizations in need locally, across the U.S. and abroad. Thankfully, in the spring of 2012, these young men met a man named Tom Kalish at an event they were collecting at. Tom was intrigued to see 10 high school freshmen manning a collection table without any supervision. He believed in them and has supported them ever since. He has allowed us to use his storage barn for our collected inventory. We are grateful to him for his ongoing support of us. I am the perfect example of someone who attended this event 2 years ago as a guest of Tom. I knew very little about ARC of Westchester at the time. When listening to the stories from the employment partners on how their workplaces have been strengthened by creating a diverse workplace, my wheels started to turn. I knew that I had to be a part of this. I, too, wanted to give people with disabilities a sense of purpose. That same afternoon, I reached out to Nancy Pitata to find out how we could incorporate Let's Play It Forward into the ARC internship program. Here we are, 2 years later. I don't know what I would do without my very extremely energetic and dedicated volunteer group at the Ann Manzi Center. I always refer to them as my ARC family, and I truly mean that. We work very hard, and you will never, ever hear anyone complain about ever being tired. My groups are constantly looking for more work from me. The volunteers are always anxiously awaiting my arrival. Everyone greets me with hugs and smiles, and they are so excited to get right to work. We have deflated hundreds of soccer balls, basketballs, and footballs that have made their way to troops in Afghanistan. We spend hours matching up and tying together sneakers and cleats that have all found new homes with children who can't afford them. We fold thousands of gently used sports uniforms and prepare them to be shipped to teams all across the U.S. and abroad. Let's Play It Forward would not be as successful as we are without my ARC volunteers. Through their dedication to LPIF, we have donated over 60,000 pieces of sports gear to date. Thank you. Thank you. For those of you here whose wheels may be turning, I urge you to open your doors to ARC of Westchester. I promise you, you will not be let down. I'd like to share something from the This Is Us season finale. Do I have any This Is Us fans out there? Okay. There is absolutely 0 point in trying to control the future because no one knows where we will be even 1 year from now. What we can't control, I'm sorry, I'm going to get emotional. What we can control is the people we choose. Choosing our people is the closest we come to controlling our destiny. Because while everything else may change, we can choose right if the people stay the same, whether that's tonight or a year from now or 10 years from now. I choose my ARC family. They are truly my people. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. The Promoting Independence Award is a new award and is presented to an employer who has embraced the UNC Teach Autism's program structured teaching techniques and utilizes these tools on the job to encourage independence and employment success. It gives me great pleasure to recognize the Westchester Circus Arts with the first ever Promoting Independence Award. Accepting the award is Hillary Sweeney. Hillary? Carlo Pellegrini and Hillary Sweeney are directors of the Westchester Circus Arts, who have been affiliated with the ARC Westchester since the summer of 2017. Although Westchester Circus Arts is a relatively new partner with the ARC Westchester, Carlo and Hillary have quickly adopted the evidence-based, individualized UNC Teach techniques to support and promote the independence of Kevin, an individual in the ARC's employment program. Through the use of visual schedules and teach techniques, Westchester Circus Arts has created an environment that supports independent growth and success, making it possible for Kevin to very successfully carry out his responsibilities of setting up circus equipment. Because of Carlos and Hillary's eagerness to incorporate different teach techniques into Kevin's work environment, Kevin relies less on the presence of others and has been able to strengthen his independence in work. In addition to Carlo and Hillary are also constantly encouraging Kevin to explore his love for the circus by inviting him to participate in traveling events, offering him opportunities to develop his skills by attending classes, and providing him with one-to-one juggling and related skills training during the periods of downtime. And Hillary has offered to teach me juggling as well, so that's going to be kind of interesting. Thanks, Tom. Hillary, please come up and accept your award.
Hi, thank you. My name is Hillary, and I am deeply honored to be here. I was frankly surprised to even be considered for the award because the ARC comes with such an amazing support system, so I feel like the award should go to ARC and to Deborah and JC for helping me set up these techniques. I would have never been able to do that on my own. Also, Kevin has enriched our lives at the circus, and so it's such a gift. So a real honor to be receiving this award in addition to all of this. Kevin is a really special individual, and he brings a lot to our organization. We call him a circus roustabout. Every circus needs a roustabout, and every part in the circus has equal importance. So whether he's helping us set up the mats, in rolling out the equipment for the circus when it comes into town, all the way to the acrobat flying through the air, it can't be done without every individual along the way. So Kevin is in a very important position, and we're happy to have him. And we're also putting up a circus tent this summer in Katona as part of our summer camp, and we'll be doing shows. And you can see Kevin. We're going to give him a spot in the center ring, juggling this year, so we hope you come, and you're all welcome. And thank you again to the ARC, and we look forward to working with you, hopefully in even greater capacities than this.
Obviously, new employers are very important to us. Are there any other new employers in the audience? Oh, come on, I know one. My son Zach is with the YMCA, and just recently they signed a contract to do some support of their facilities staff. And this is something that's really important, to go out and to sell this opportunity to our business community. So if you know any other businesses who are not sitting here in the room today, encourage them to come. Next, we'll be presenting the Continuing Partner Award to a business that continuously employs the ARC Westchester program participants, and it gives me great pleasure to recognize the Lexington Square Cafe with the 2018 Continuing Partner Award. Accepting is Lisa Snyder. Lisa? I guess Lisa is not here today, but I'm going to read what is important about this award. This is a wonderful, if those of you who don't know it, the Lexington Square Cafe is a wonderful American eatery in Mount Kisco and has been a partner with the ARC Westchester since 1994 when they hired one of our individuals. This employee does a variety of jobs throughout the restaurant, including setting of all dining room tables, watering plants, and folding mountains of napkins needed for the customers. The Lexington Square Cafe has always provided a supportive and family-like environment for this individual. He loves going to work and is very proud of his job. And every time ARC Westchester staff visits, he likes to show them around the restaurant and explain his duties. Lisa plays a very important role in the success of this individual. She oversees and supports him. And over the years, even though he needed special supports due to life's unexpected events, the staff were always there for him. This is a partnership that we greatly value, and we thank all the staff at the Lexington Square Cafe. We'll make sure that Lisa gets her award. We'll probably go there for lunch and do that. Next, we present the Advocate Award. The Advocate Award is presented to an individual who has been a champion and special employment advocate for individuals supported by the ARC Westchester. And this year's recipient of the Advocate Award is Shayna Krizan at the Country Children's Center. Shayna? Please. Shayna is the site director for the Country Children's Center in Bedford Hills, New York. The Country Children's Center offers care for infants, toddlers, preschool-age children. It's a full-day operation with playgrounds, a bike track, a garden, an arts barn with a stage for performance. So there's a lot to do and a lot going on. The Country Children's Center employs 7 of our individuals on 4 different daycare centers. Our individuals have many responsibilities. They assist the kids, they maintain grounds and the garden, and keep the classrooms clean and well-stocked. Shayna oversees 2 of our individuals at the Bedford Hills House. One is a teacher's aide, and the other is called the closer, a job that is custom designed by the Country Children's Center for this individual and includes completing various necessary and important end-of-day tasks. And anybody who's seen a preschool at the end of the day, you know there's a lot of tasks. The closer loves his garden task and always says, I'm going to do my horticulture now. Shayna meets with the ARC Westchester staff regularly and is involved in devising support strategies when the occasion or issue arise. Shayna takes on an interest in the personal lives of our individuals as well. The teacher aide plays hockey, and Shayna and a few other of our old co-workers went to one of her games. Both individuals have been invited to the organization's special events and barbecues. Recently, the closer was asked if he wanted to participate in the Dr. Seuss Week as Cat in the Hat and to read to the kids. At first, he was reluctant, but he turned out to be great, and the kids loved it. Shayna said he was fantastic, and he had sound effects and all while reading Green Eggs and Ham at the White House location. And afterwards, he had a chat about what he really likes about his job and what he liked about today. So he's really a wonderful employee at the organization. It's because of Shayna that we're able to do what we do, and our individuals are able to thrive and be so successful. So Shayna, thank you very much.
Hi. I'm so thankful to receive this award. It is truly my honor and our honor at the Country Children's Center to get the opportunity to work with the individuals that the ARC of Westchester have introduced to us, the employees that have come to us through ARC, and especially the 2 individuals that we have on our staff now are some of the most hardworking and reliable staff that we have. Abby has been at our center for 6.5 years, I believe now, and I'm thrilled to say that I'm actually going to get to attend her wedding next Saturday. And and Matthew, who is way more than a closer, that does not do his job justice at all, I'm sorry, but he does way, way more than that, has been with us for just about a year now and comes to work daily with such pride, purpose, and always a positive attitude and a huge smile, as you can see. They are both an integral part of our team and not only inspire me and our staff, but give our children that are there daily the opportunity to learn about accepting differences in all kinds of people. In fact, the children usually don't notice any difference at all, which in turn really does teach us all as adults a lesson, doesn't it? I am a mom of 2 sons, one of whom is 15 and happens to have various special needs and who is differently wired. It is with him in mind that I feel the urgency and importance of every person having a place in this world to contribute his or her own unique talents, character, and skills. It is my deepest hope that the world, all workplaces, and all people can strive to become more open to the fact that we are all actually differently wired, that we all certainly have our own challenges, no matter whether they are physical, emotional, developmental, and thus need to learn how to accept and work with differences of all kinds every day in many different environments. And then hopefully the world, as naive, yes, I know, as it sounds, could indeed become a more peaceful and tolerant place, and we all need that now, more than ever. Thank you to ARC for all that you are doing to bring that reality to fruition, and thank you again for this award. I truly, truly cherish the honor.
Next award is to our new Business Partner Award and is presented to a business that began a partnership with the ARC Westchester in 2017 and has demonstrated a commitment to support individuals' career aspirations. This year, we're pleased to present this award to By the Way Bakery. They also provide delicious cookies, which are at your table, so make sure you either eat them now or take them for lunch. Accepting this award is Helene Godin. Helene, please join me. Each year, a partnership is developed with an employer that stands out for going above and beyond in supporting ARC Westchester's individuals. By the Way Bakery embodies that description. They believe in giving those with special needs a chance to be part of the workforce. In November 2016 and March 2017, By the Way welcomed Lauren and Danny to their team. From the beginning, By the Way Bakery promoted a supportive, inclusive work environment for them. Making eye contact and answering interview questions from an interviewer are very important, but just whom they met for the first time is really critical. This was very challenging to them, and making traditional interviews were very difficult. By the Way understood these challenges and agreed to do a work interview instead of the typical Q&A session. Through their guidance and patience and understanding, they continue to enhance Lauren's and Daniel's professional and personal growth. At By the Way Bakery, our individuals learn to value the working effectively as a team, and they continue to be provided with opportunities to strengthen their job skills to help them be productive members of their teams. The positive and supportive environment at By the Way Bakery enables Lauren and Daniel to find pride and fulfillment in their work. Helene, thank you.
So there's a sign over our production facility that says, "Bake the world a better place." And that's what we try and do every day. And because of the outstanding work of Lauren and Daniel, that helps us move all the more forward with our mission. They have been just incredible in integrating into our staff and providing outstanding work and a work ethic that is beyond what any employer would want. Each of these bags was put together by Daniel, stickered by Lauren, sealed by Daniel, and tied by him. And it's just one example of the contribution they make to an event like this and to our customers every single day. I also want to thank Victor Aceno and Sergio Velasquez from my team, who oversee their work and make sure that Lauren and Daniel get the support they need as they perform their job tasks, and everyone else in my organization, because they really facilitate. I just met with Maria Varga, who was so wonderful in bringing Lauren and Daniel to us, but it's really my employees who have embraced Lauren and Daniel. And so I want to thank them, I want to thank Maria, and I want to thank ARC for helping us bake the world a better place.
Don't forget that, it's all yours. The next award is to our distinguished partnership, and it's presented to a partner that has taken ongoing initiatives to ensure the success of individuals supported by ARC Westchester in the workplace and continues to seek opportunities to expand this organization's relationship with us. And this year's award goes to DigiScribe. And I ask Ellen Rothschild and Mitch Taub to please join me up here. DigiScribe is located in Elmsford, New York. It's a state-of-the-art workflow and business automation company helping businesses in New York, Boston, and throughout the East Coast to go paperless and painless. In February 2017, DigiScribe employed 8 individuals from ARC Westchester. The job duties range from document preparation to document scanning, mailroom operations, and data entry. DigiScribe has truly embraced the ARC Westchester's individuals and welcomed them into their workforce. And believe me, I've been there watching how integrated this is, and it's absolutely phenomenal. The company offers opportunities for all staff to interact in settings inside and outside the work. During the workday, they organize meal breaks where employees can interact and learn about one another and share birthdays and celebrate together. Outside the office, DigiScribe coworkers support the ARC Westchester's individuals, participate at their Special Olympics events, and regularly attend their tournaments. So to Mitch and Ellen, thank you. Okay. And
Thank you, Rick. Before I start, Rick, you don't need to learn how to juggle. I think you've been doing it for the last 35 years quite well. So, DigiScribe is so honored to receive this Distinguished Partner Award, especially alongside with the other honorees. On the podium with me is Ellen Rothschild, our Chief Marketing Officer and co-owner of DigiScribe, and Andrew McGowan was not introduced. He's our scanning operations manager, and he's the one responsible for managing our staff of over 35 production employees. He's got quite the job. We began a very exciting journey about a year ago to merge the ARC's eDoc scanning and data entry business and their contracts into our existing business. We've been fulfilling those contracts for about a year now and utilizing a staff of 8 ARC-supported employees along with our other staff. The integration of the eDoc staff into our team, both on a professional and personal level, has been seamless and extremely fulfilling. It has really enriched our corporate culture, and it's made us a much better company. The staff we hired, you've heard all the other honorees talk about how hardworking, knowledgeable, and conscientious they are. I'm going to go off script a little bit and just let you know that the ARC-supported staff that we brought into our team, they knew the jobs better in some case than some of the other eDoc employees that we brought into the team. So their level of knowledge and just deep understanding of the work they do was amazing. We just couldn't ask for more. We're so glad we met the senior leadership of ARC and we move forward with this opportunity to strengthen our staff and our company. Thank you so much for this award.
So now I'd like to invite Nancy Patoda, Executive Director of the ARC Westchester Foundation, to the podium for some of our final awards.
Thank you very much, Rick. And before I go into the final awards for this morning, I just would like to take a moment of your time to speak to you really as the Executive Director of the Foundation. We're so very grateful at ARC Westchester for the 250 business partners that we have that are providing meaningful opportunities for over 300 individuals and for inspiring so many other people to follow. This morning we shared with you a sample of the tremendous fiscal and social benefits that these partnerships are bringing to Westchester County communities. But to keep this going, I hope you or your organization will consider becoming a supporting member of the ARC of Westchester. Perhaps your organization has a foundation that would consider a grant to ARC that would support these phenomenal employment programs. Private support covers the under and not funded programs that provide the building blocks for the kinds of employment success that you are witnessing this morning, like access to technology, transportation to job opportunities throughout Westchester County, job development with potential and new business partners, and of course, the continued training and application of the UNC TEACH techniques. There are membership envelopes on your tables. I ask that you consider becoming a member today. Together, we can keep the successful business partnership going. And perhaps since this is our 30th anniversary breakfast, you'd consider a gift of 30, 300, 3,000. It's certainly up to you, entirely up to you. And of course, any support of any amount is greatly appreciated by all. So thank you so very much. This morning, it gives me great pleasure to present the final awards. The Anthony Cannata Memorial Employee Award. Anthony Cannata was a graduate from the BOCES program at Westlake High School, who worked as a utility clerk at the Food Emporium in Eastchester for 9 years. He was a role model for the hardworking individuals who believe in their abilities to make this world better for everyone. This award is presented to an individual or individuals whose hard work and dedication sets an example for all individuals supported by the ARC Westchester. The first recipient is Arthur Farmer, who works at Chopped Creative Salad Company and accepting with Arthur on behalf of Chopped is Yvonne Spots. Arthur has been employed by Chopped Creative Salad Company since March of 2017. Arthur started working at Chopped as a shy young man who avoided social interactions. Over the past year, Arthur has displayed tremendous growth in his ability to execute his responsibilities, accept feedback, and effectively communicate with coworkers and supervisors. This meaningful employment opportunity at Chopped has helped Arthur develop his confidence and transform him into the proud young man he is today, eager to share his strengths and experience with his peers. Arthur has accepted additional responsibilities that surpass the duties of the Chopped dishwasher. His district supervisor reported to the ARC Westchester staff that they now can't seem to get Arthur to stop talking, and that they are in constant awe of his commitment to personal and professional growth. This young man, who once kept his head down, avoided staff, and was hesitant towards job development, now starts his day by initiating meaningful conversations with coworkers, accepting additional work shifts, and actively taking on new responsibilities. Arthur is an example of what a person can achieve with hard work, willingness, and dedication. Congratulations, Arthur. Would you like to come up?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Yvonne. You know, I started working with Chopped in September, and I'd never really known the scope of what ARC does for the community. You know, I've worked with ARC for a different organization before, and we didn't have any employees with that organization from ARC. So, you know, working with Arthur, it was an interesting transition. In the very beginning, I saw how he interacted with the team and his charisma when he walked in, and all of the things that he would say to his team members was one thing, but he wouldn't say hello to me. But now Arthur and I have a rapport, and he, you know, he walks in every day with his chest puffed out, and he tells us all the weather every single day, and he plays the best music downstairs, better than everybody else's, and he sings a lot. He's done so much more for us than just what his job entails, and as you know, a lot of these other case stories have been, he's very reliable. He's always on time. If he's even 5 minutes, 3 minutes late, he's on the phone yelling at me, I'm on my way, I'll be there in just a minute. He's amazing, and we're really excited to have him there. We're really excited that his job coach comes and helps him, Deborah. You know, she's awesome too. You know, I don't know how that place would be without him. There's a lot of really crazy personalities in that restaurant, a lot of A personalities, and he genuinely just kind of keeps the peace in the place. Everybody, you know, knows Arthur, knows the sports, the weather, and all the fun facts. So we're excited to have him. I actually brought a little gift for him. It's kind of corny, but we have supervisor hats that Arthur's been getting really mad about that he doesn't get one, so I brought one for him today so that he could have one as well. We also have a little artichoke pin from Chopped as well to put on his hat.
The second recipient of the Anthony Canato Award is Daniel Sturr, who works at Regeneron, and accepting with Daniel on behalf of Generon is Melissa George. Daniel Sturr has worked at Regeneron for over 5 years. In that time, he has given his all to the company. He has shown repeatedly that he is willing to go beyond what is asked of him. When Daniel started at Regeneron, he was hired to clean all the meeting rooms throughout the buildings. Daniel has mastered this task so much so that he has picked up many other tasks through the years. He helped scan papers into the computer for his boss. He actually learned the different nuances of the scanning department before his coach did, and did a bit of coaching of the coach himself. He has also picked up tasks in the warehouse, such as collecting toners for recycling, which earned him a new green initiative to ensure that all coffee K-cups are being recycled. This is a very big project with thousands of K-cups to be collected. Daniel is responsible for putting all the K-cup bins out, collecting the full containers, and setting them up to be shipped out to the warehouse. Daniel's efforts have helped lead the success of this important initiative. He is the true embodiment of a Kanata Award winner. He rarely misses a day of work. He shows up every day ready to give his best, does whatever is asked of him, and completes all tasks to the best of his ability. Socially, he is always in a great mood, and his humor and positivity are infectious to all of his coworkers. Anyone that has worked with Daniel would agree. He seems to have built individual relationships with just about every employee in the building. Daniel's work ethic and dedication to his job are something that we should all strive for. These traits alone make him an outstanding employee. However, the trait that really separates Daniel from the rest is his quest to learn new skills so that he can take on new tasks and to continue to grow in his position within the company. Daniel has been chosen to receive a 2018 Anthony Kanata Award, Memorial Award. Congratulations, Daniel.
Good morning, everyone. I have to first say thank you to the ARC for all the support. Thank you to Regeneron for the support. Thank you, Matt, for being an awesome job coach. And in my experience, working with Daniel has been such a rewarding experience. And in the last year, Daniel has taken on added responsibilities. And during that time, we have talked more, we've laughed more, we've learned more, and most importantly, Dan has worked hard, and he is so deserving of this. I am so proud, Daniel, to be standing by your side this morning as you receive this award. Congratulations, and keep up the great work.
Thank you. It is an honor to receive the Anthony Kanata Award. I wanted to thank my supervisors for recruiting me to work at Regeneron. Mel, thank you for showing me the details of my job. And Mel, thank you for showing me how to use my workstation and teaching me how to do new and different jobs. Thank you to the ARC of Westchester, Maria, and my job coach, man, for guiding me towards growing my responsibilities at work. Man, thank you for teaching me the details of my job, and especially for helping me manage my finances. Lastly, thank you to Regeneron, the lab I work for a fun corporate events and for the support from all my coworkers. I enjoy being part of a Regeneron team. Thank you.
Well, that's what we all come for. We come because this is what ends up being the really wonderful outcome of having a great employment opportunity for people. So congratulations to all our award winners. And I'd like to ask Rosa Rodriguez and Tibby Guzman to please join me on the stage. Thank you to our business partners for their support and for inspiring others to take advantage of the ARC Westchester's employment program. And please take a moment to share on the posters provided the business benefits of partnering with us. And thank you to all our sponsors, Regeneron, Jackson Lewis, Tommy Cares Foundation, Minds Press, By the Way Bakery, and Dannon. And don't forget your cookies and yogurt. And thank you to the Doubletree staff and committee, as well as our employment services staff for the work that they do. And as it was mentioned earlier in the presentation, I am leaving the post of executive director after 35 years, and maybe I'll join the circus. Yeah, Tommy, you too. You know, the two of us together? All right. But in the meantime, it's important to have good, strong leadership in the organization. And so my executive director's chair, I'm pleased to announce, will be filled as of my leaving by Tibby Guzman, our current COO.
On behalf of the board, I'm going to try not to cry because, Daniel, you just put us all out there. This is pretty awesome. Whew. On behalf of the board, I couldn't tell you guys the better hands that the torch is being passed on to. Tibby has done exemplary work, excuse me, as a COO. She is always accessible, she's always able to talk, and she is innovative, which is part of what ARC Westchester is. It's a maverick agency. I mean, we have Rick, who's provided us different opportunities and has foreseen things. I'm telling you that you get thinking just like that, and that I expect this agency to continue growing with Tibby's hands. I wanted to invite one more person, if you give me. I wanted to invite Rudy, because he's been with us through the process of searching for our ED, and I have to tell you, it was a search where a lot of stars came in, but this is the gold standard. So, please, Tibby, we are ecstatic to have you as our new executive director, and with sadness, we let Rick go. With gladness, we bring you in, and we look forward to working with you.
Thank you, everyone. You have to excuse me, I'm a little emotional. Most of you know that Daniel Sturr is my son, so this has been a very special morning for me, for him to get this award. In addition to that, filling Rick Suarez's shoes is going to be a huge undertaking, I know that. He's an extraordinary person that led us through extraordinary times. I am humbled by this award, this opportunity, and I certainly share the passion that Rick has for innovation, for creativity, for inclusion, for building relationships with you, the businesses of our Westchester, and the community leaders. This is so important to our organization and important to the entire community of Westchester County. I am so honored again and very pleased to be your next executive director. Thank you.
So thank you for being here, and this actually was not part of the program. I surprised Tibby about 5 minutes ago to tell her we're going to make the announcement, and asked Rosa and Rudy if that was possible. But I think this is a great way to end our breakfast today and to encourage our business community to be part of this wonderful organization. Congratulations to Tibby. I know you're going to do a great job in pushing this organization further into greater innovative times. And thank you to all of you for the grand support you've been giving to our organization, and I encourage you to bring more partnerships in next year. Thank you.